Moshe Rabbeinu says to Klal Yisrael, Bonim atem l'Hashem Elokeichem, you are Hashem's children. Lo sisgodudu, lo sisimu korcha beineinechem lemes. You should not lacerate your bodies, and you should not pull out your hair to cause bald spots on your head, to grieve, to mourn the dead. That in ancient days, people, they were so consumed with their grief when they would lose a loved one, they would take pieces of pottery and they'd begin tearing at their flesh, lacerating their flesh. It's a Torah violation. Lo sisgodudu. Or they couldn't contain their grief, they were totally consumed by it, they would begin pulling the hair out of their heads. This is a Torah violation. Ki am kodosh atol Hashem Elokecho, because you're a holy people for Hashem. U'b'choi bochar Hashem lios lo lam segula, mikol ha'amim al pnei sher al pnei adoma. You were chosen to be God's treasure among all the nations which exist on the face of the earth. So over here, there's a very fundamental sifarno. Now, why would a person be so consumed by grief that he begin literally destroying his body, lacerating himself, pulling the hair out of his head? It's only because a person feels when such a tragedy takes place, he's abandoned, he's all by himself, and he's at a loss. He doesn't know where to turn. But if a person would believe that because of his relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that being has a greater love for him and concern for him than any human being who's closest to a person, and he has a concern, the person will never have that sense of abandonment or this sense of purpose, loss of purpose, and the person would have no reason to destroy himself, to lacerate, tear at his flesh, and pull out the hair out of his head. The word shein royal haros tachlis hadag of atzar korov hames shenishlo korov nichbod mimenu b'malu b'tikvas tov. You have someone related to who is more prestigious, has a greater status, and there's greater hope as a result of this relationship. Lefichoch atem bodem laHashem, which Hashem's children, avichem kaim lo'ad. He's your eternal Father. Ein roy shetidagu sisablu betachlis al shumes. Therefore, you don't have to worry, and you don't have to grieve and mourn to such a degree for any deceased, regardless of who that person was. Lo sasimu korchem beineinechem lemes. Why? Ki ab kodosh tol Hashem lokecho. What about the person who died? He no longer exists. He can no longer have nachas from his children and whatever he had when he was alive. You're a holy people. You're destined for the world to come. That one moment of the world to come, just a whiff of that, if you encapsulate all the physical existence from beginning until the end, does not come to that. So now the person who passed on is in a better place that we can't even fathom what that location is. So what's the basis? To grieve to such a degree. In terms of ourselves, we have the Korov HaNichbod, who's Kaim La'ad. We have Avinu Shebashamayim. And in terms of the person who passed away, we don't have to be concerned for him because he's in a better place than he could have ever been. Now he's there to reap the reward of his lifetime and to have that relation with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I was reading just yesterday, somebody asked Reb Chaim Kanevsky, he's a person, he's worried, he's fearful, his health, his financial, everything, totally beleaguered with worries. So Reb Chaim says to him, do you learn? Do you study Musar? Don't you realize HaKadosh Baruch Hu, if you have emunah bitochen, you have faith in God and you believe in God, that He determines what has to happen. What's there to worry about? But again, belief and faith is not something, they're not words. They're not abstract concepts. It has to be a reality in your life. So if a person truly feels he has a relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that he's truly Ovinu and he's Malkeinu, but you can only have that sense if you interact, if a person has a father that he never saw and never ever saw that father demonstrating any compassion or mercy or consideration for him, how could you rely on that father? But I know it's totally abstract. But if a person lives his life day in and day out, where he sees continuously, he has health, he has success, or whatever he has intelligence, he has a family, whatever he has, and he sees, only he's able to see and have that sense because he studies, and he studies Musar, and he has all these things, then you see who that Avinu is. And when you see that Avinu, then we truly appreciate that we truly bonim l'Hashem Elokecha, we are Hashem's children, and He takes care of us, and He's concerned for us more than any mortal could ever be concerned for us. And therefore, of course, we have to grieve, HaKoras HaTov. There's a Torah obligation to grieve for a parent or for a loved one, but it's only to a point, not to be consumed and destroyed by it.